Mackies have been working on sustainability for a very long time. Everything that we introduce has to have a green element to it. Our vision is to be one of the greenest companies in the UK, and we'd like to get completely off-grid. We have 300 or so milking cows herd, and we also grow arable crops. From the milking herd, we obviously produce animal slurry. That is used as natural fertilizer. Because of where we are, we don't have a mains water supply. We get all our water from boreholes. Any of the wastewater we collect and we put it back into the slurry lagoon, and we then reuse it eventually. In a lot of arable farms, there's no hedgerows and there's no cover for wildlife. But Maitland planted 100 acres of trees in a band across the farm, so that wildlife could move from one side to the other. Back in 1982, we got our first wind turbine, and that was a 50 kilowatt wind turbine to actually heat a piggery. We put up our first real commercial wind turbine in 2005, an 850 kilowatt turbine, and that proved so well that 2 years later we put up a further two of exactly the same model. Any surplus of electricity that we do have, then that gets exported to the grid. In 2012 we started into solar panels, and we put solar panels on the bio roof that houses the milkery. We have also extended the solar panels to our chocolate factory, and we put a 1.8 megawatt solar farm at the top of the hill. We can generate 5 megawatts of electricity. We have installed 2 biomass units, and they heat the office, they heat some of the houses, and they heat 7 staff cottages. Unfortunately, the biggest carbon emitters on the farm are the cows. There's not really a lot we can do about that apart from experiment with what they're eating. If you put clover in the silage, that sometimes reduces the CO2 that they give out. Our tubs used to come from Sweden. In 2010, we spent £1 million on buying a moulding machine. We produce our 1 litre tub, the round one, and spent another investment on a second machine, and we now produce our 1 and 2 litre tubs on site, and we make them ourselves. It gives it a lot more flexibility. It's also more cost effective to make them here than buying them in. For our chocolate ice cream, we used to have to buy in chocolate from a chocolate supplier to add into the chocolate pieces into the ice cream. We now have a chocolate factory on site, and we're using our Mackies chocolate in our Mackies chocolate ice cream. Our tubs are all recyclable. We actually went to plastic. People say, well, why do you put in plastic, not cardboard tubs? The plastic tubs are easier to recycle than the coated cardboard tubs. We will also recycle our ton bags of sugar. They get baled and recycled. We recycle our cardboard, we recycle any wood that we have, but it also gives us a very small income from waste products, so there's money in waste. Mackies is trying its best to be a sustainable business, and we do that by buying local, producing local, producing our own supply chain, and keeping that as short as possible.